If you're looking to buy cheap Rocket League items, be sure to check out today's sponsor, RL.Exchange. They support all platforms and offer a wide selection of Rocket League items to choose from. They have multiple payment options and fast delivery. Use code RLH at checkout for a 3% discount on your entire purchase.
CR has a little bit of space, not a lot of boost though. Tried to buy himself enough space to get the boost. It was good enough to get Complexity back to midfield. AJG gets kicked out of the play, but here comes El Toro, drops it straight down, and CRR puts it in.
And you talked about El Toro. Look at the work he's putting in. Perfect first touch to get behind the ball. Air dribble past Chronic. Nolly's caught with his hands empty and can't get a save.
And just trying to disrupt the rotation of Gen G. The entire game has been him just sitting either beyond the midfield line or right at it. Nice fake from CRR, but Razebull, the tee up to AJG, it goes across to the post and it's in! Razebull collects, and right in it goes.
And at first, I didn't think this was actually gonna fall in off the post and out. AJG gets the dunk on Chronic after having that initial shot state.
Complexity have positioned themselves to be ready for those opportunities, and they have clamp down the defense on Gen G.
It also feels like the challenge game is so heavily in favor right now of Complexity, and as I say that, Abjack was just trailing behind the ball, and I don't even think this came down to a big 50-50 win because AJG was going for a back pass, but Abjack had it read the entire way. And says, Gen G talked about that 90% win rate after winning game one for both teams, and obviously want to get a good response and retaliation from Gen G, and how about holding Complexity scoreless? And only to what feels like a few shots. This is the third one following up for Complexity. And I said scoreless, and I guess with 8 seconds left, there's a chance, Jorby.
I mean, CRR getting them to bite. Comes right back. Chronic man. Take away the option for Complexity. Not the best first touch from him. He didn't get a challenge out of AJG, though.
Oh, what a
Chronic.
dunk.
Easy challenge for him. Nolly. Nice catch off the ceiling. Oh, that's disgusting. Hello, Nolly.
Oh, my. I think I need to take a shower after this and just use every ounce of body wash that I have because I feel disgusting just watching this. Again, Chronic faking the challenge, leaves it for Abjack, and it's clear down the other end. Complexity cannot get any movement behind the ball past the midfield.
Yeah, ball squirt or just squeezes right by the middle, but how about the lead from CRR on this one? Load up the gunpowder, 138 kilometers per hour. Sheesh.
And they're actually prioritizing the possession.
AJG thinks, I gotta get up there, gotta challenge that. Nolly takes advantage, but here comes El Toro. Abjack again on the wall. And everything that starts to look like a threat for Complexity ends up being a nothing burger. But how about that one? Nolly serves that one up on a pun and gets a second goal.
Look at this vision out of Abjack. He sees Nolly pushing forward. Nice little pass in the midfield. Razebull doesn't cut the rotation early enough to even frequently will send two players in similar positions to go for the pass connection. And at this point, it looks like Complexity are waiting for a mistake out of Gen G. They just want to punish and not risk anything. But they're sending two players on the ball, and you know what that means. A free goal for Chronic if you get past them.
Oh, Chronic once again. CRR pulls off on this play, but Razebull's also covering that angle. The CRR coming around.
That things work out, and you can make it to Boston, and Gen G are trying to pave their own path.
Well, the Tri-County, or the Tri-Country boys are having some trouble, but they barely get the save. Razebull desperately passing it to Nolly. The wrong player, the wrong time, and the wrong set. Nolly delivers what is likely the dagger to Complexity.
This feels like the
Do you believe? No Spanish.
I believe.
Did we get the Spanish? Did we get it? No Spanish.
Okay.
But hang on.
5 seconds.
Off the ceiling. Abjack there. AJG, no chance. Chronic gonna keep it close, pop it up. AJG tried to get there, but no chance at it. CRR gonna come back at it. He's not going to. Full boost. That right to the corner makes it easy for Nolly to kill.
Still up.
CRR keeps it up. 20 boost for the bull. He's got it across.
Whoa.
Complexity denied in front of the box. Gen G, move on. Major qualification still on the line. They're not done.
Oh, but Complexity, they gave him a run for their money.
I really like that vision as well from Shopify. On defense, not really getting thrown off by the misdirection, kept a good mental image about where everyone was on the pitch and what they all could do, so didn't lose track. It's typical, but they just let them through. Nobody challenges the ball.
This is a little low altitude Doomsy dish here. You see him kind of roll out, get low on the post, and just knock it. He hit that perfectly.
Yeah, it's a timing exercise on when you jump on contact there. And did a picture-perfect job. Mist may get it back, and they will beat Memory to the back post. Mist is able to get it right back, wipe the slate clean.
Ooh, and you saw how greedy Parth was there. He wanted to go for the solo play, wanted to get that. We'll see if Two-Piece can do more here. Two-Piece! And we saw Two-Piece on that dribble as well with the cut, be able to get his teammate an opportunity. And now double demo, the dish as well!
So Memory flubs a shooting chance, but he will make up for it by opening the door as wide as possible for Two-Piece. He won't miss that.
Not gonna waste that time. But still, with a 1-goal lead, you don't want to allow yourself that opening. You can see a demo from behind. More demos at the midfield now from FaZe.
Ooh, and he might score. First killer, top right off the bar and in. It's all end to end here. The replay doesn't quite show it, but he was on an island in a 1-on-3, and he just picked the ball off and beat everybody. Let that ball get in the middle, and Parth just let Mist beat himself.
Now another chance for Shopify off kickoff. That one blasted off the bar, and now on the other end, first killer. Close range double tap. Two-Piece couldn't believe his eyes, and it bounces off his face and goes in.
Because Two-Piece, he knows. He knows First Killer can't actually put that one online. But FaZe really trying to settle in here in Game 3 now that they feel like they've got the offensive muscles warmed up, stretched out, and ready to go.
And there's a shot. The response from Two-Piece. He says, you've got a tight angle while I can score from run as well.
And Mist as well. He's sitting there in the net thinking, yeah, I'm going to go get this pass, but boy.
Parth stealing boost as well.
Oh, he might score. Oh, hello, Memory. Out of nowhere.
And he bumps Two-Piece. Two-Piece has to go through a challenge. It is getting dire here. Infield, and there it is. Mist will clutch it up off the lovely pass from First Killer. The mounting pressure finally blew the lid off of Shopify.
Pandemonium for both teams.
But Parth was already airborne and had the angle locked down.
That's the dangerous aspect of First Killer, right? You can keep an eye on him, but can you predict a touch? Two-Piece defends the back post, but he doesn't get a hit. It will ricochet in the middle for First Killer. 2-1 in the series phase.
Oh, that was a crazy ending. You can see Two-Piece was just trying to...
This needs to go. Slow Pop takes the space. Needs a little help here, and unfortunately Two-Piece the first to it. Typical waiting in the clear lane.
Oh my.
Lip reset, top of the net, and he will be denied, but First Killer will drop the hammer.
And this was back-to-back plays where the ball rolls out to a FaZe Clan member and gives them that solo play opportunity, and Typical makes them...
Wait until they commit to you and then just dump the ball somewhere, and they should be able to waste a lot of time.
Do you switch into that mode already if you're FaZe to try to waste the
even
time? No, you just keep scoring.
And it's not even necessarily switching into the mode. It's just you can approach every challenge in that way. It's not like you're thinking, okay, let's buy time here with limited time left.
And the final seconds ticking away. FaZe had a slow start. Shopify got the first game. You thought maybe they can take down FaZe. Maybe they can prevent FaZe from going to Boston, but that is not the case. FaZe Clan get the dub and also eliminate V1 from major contention. How about that?
Here's Chicago, who just seems to have had a magnet for the ball here. Now lost. Looking for more. Flip reset. And swatted away by Naps. Yan actually got away from J-Naps, though. Who's going for contact. And then the bump. And Card ties it.
Oh, I love this set play. I mean, Yan takes this time, that misdirection. Card wants to get involved, just has to outspeed Chicago.
Contact again, and a race to the corner. Yan will steal the boost. It pops out to Card for the win. Off the crossbar and away. And now it's only Lost against J-Naps. And Lost got a touch and put it in his own net. Oh, it's disaster for Furia.
No way. Lost went up. He had 18 boosts. And he ran out. He was floating after J-Naps.
Basically not great from Furia. G2 is spaced out, but they're denied yet again, and Atomic has to chase it down with 35 seconds remaining.
Oh, he's getting chased down by Yan. Card's putting a shot on, and Furia is scoring again. They get all that pressure on the side of G2. They have to turn around, and Yan wastes no time. He went off the ceiling for that challenge.
In this game alone. certainly a couple more times in this series. That deflects out. It'll be chased down by Atomic. Can he get a second touch on it? He avoids contact from Yan. Still across. Here comes JNAPS. Oh, great pass! What a play by JNAPS and Atomic!
There's the connection. G2 trying to find each other. You get that initial challenge. JNAP says, let me put that back into space.
Waiting to see what Chicago's got up his sleeve, and it's nothing there. Now JNAPS, Atomic in front. Drop down, and Yan's there for the save.
Strong clear out from Lost, and it's just going to be an open net. No one home from G2. Everybody, 2 people on the back wall. Chicago was on the side boost. One almost went in. It will be a save out. Add 2 more to the tally for G2 in the shooting department, but it's still a 0-0 game.
Chicago will set it up volleyball style for JNAPS to come through. This one's on target with 36 to go.
Asking, you shall receive. JNAPS being there. G2 all in on that play.
Decisiveness almost cost Furia, but Yan will power it away. Try to chase this down. Atomic sure-handed at the back, and he will bounce this back out towards midfield. It's Chicago. Stopped by Card for the moment, and then JNAPS will score. It's another one that goes off a blue card.
Again, JNAPS, he does a couple wave dashes to get forward, then just explodes. 40 boosts, that's all he needs. Gets a piece of that one.
Dissipate already in this series. And with roughly this amount of time between goals here, so now Card, important to maybe add one more just to make sure. Lost has done just that. Lucky number 7. It's a playmaker for Card. The accolades just keep on rolling in, and the hits keep coming.
And he has not...
You can already probably hear the timeout being called by G2 as we get down inside 30 seconds now. Again, this is upper bracket, so nobody's eliminated here. Oh my gosh! He actually can do, well, okay, he has done some wrong, but he can't do any more wrong.
Look at that. 50 past 2, get in the weight room. And Yan, once again, all that control in the midfield. Of course, he's going to bring it back to that back wall of G2. They just give him the room to do it every time.
Oh, Chicago missed on the backboard, and Card will score. He'd been so great for most of this series, but this is one you cannot afford to miss.
Missed it. The ball goes off the post as well.
Now Atomic trying to create more for G2. Lost, bounced by one, got a piece of JNAPS, and he'll score again! He is actually unstoppable.
Gets this individually, gets the pop pass, 1, JNAPS, toodaloo! It's in the back of the net, Atomic.
Saw Furia score with 1 and at least give it a run here. Atomic cheating up. Had that swatted right back in his face. This one's gonna die, and so too will G2 in the upper bracket. Furia finally gets over the hurdle and into the top 3.
He has. This appears to be the correct roster for that reality. Optics struggling right now. Only 2 shots on net. Both from AJ. Now 2 get deleted. And LJ's think it though. He got the 50 off the bar, and it goes in. Oxer will make sure of it. Space Station rolling at the start.
This is just unfair. If you're anybody on Optic Gaming, you don't have a chance to even stay alive. You've got somebody like Arsenal.
Just the stealing across the board, and Optic is there again. A 4th goal. Orly put this one away early. Bill Space Station with the clinch buff, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's not even a buff. Look at LJ. That's the perfect turtle. Like, they've been the most consistent team in North America this split. They're showing you right now. They get the bumps. Arsenal, he had it on solo play earlier. They can get the pass. Arsenal's still bumping people. And then there's LJ.
And he's using every ounce of boost to get up to that ball in time. 1-0 for Space Station Gaming. And I was just about to compliment Optic's ability to hold Space Station scoreless, but now the goals are flourishing for Space Station.
My goodness, they cannot stop scoring. Hey, Magic Pair turns that cam. Where's the pass? Oh no, the backflip. That makes it way too easy. Oh, gotta make it work, though. Magic almost put a threatening opportunity on, but the rest of Optic saw the play dying after it. AJ, another catch. He's got a demo for some space. He's over another. AJ! Oh, baby, that was amazing!
One feels like all by himself. Thankfully, we got a demo from Reddles. Now he's coming off the backboard, saves the angle and puts
Nobody immediately there for Optic, and Space Station flip it right by them. Reynolds has to protect the rock. He does that and a little bit more.
Magic
Optic
looking for
get
the
another
demo.
chance on the transition. Reynolds
AJ.
pulling forward off the post and in. Payday for AJ.
Another moment where that front man has to get the demo, looking for the bump. It was Reynolds before. Now it's Magic Bear forcing LJ off his line. Rest of either, but we had a save from Magic Bear, sniped it, and snatched it out of the hands of Space Station.
Oh, Reynolds went for that boost. That gave a little bit of
down,
space.
Magic.
Sir, and LJ goes in. And Optic, it looked like Reynolds maybe should have been the one to turn onto that ball, but he needed the boost. Magic Bear came out. He was late on the
By
challenge.
himself, looking for a play that he could develop. Reynolds off the ball has been lights out. And then how does Magic Bear come in and make a difference? I think that might be the saving grace for Optic. If you can include Magic Bear more, because you can't keep leaving him alone. How many times is Magic by himself, third man back, has to make a play and can't come up with it?
Oh, LJ, he just left it on the reset time. But with how well Space Station have looked, you know, you can easily wipe that one away. For Optic, though, great chance to hold this lead, get into this series. AJ missed the ball! How can you expect to save a laser on the backboard? LJ ties it up.
I mean, just look at the positioning. This is all three players out of Space Station Gaming so confident and close together. They know for a
Now
fact
up by
they don't...
one. Optic in danger of going down 0-3, and I don't gotta tell any of y'all about what happens when it's 0-3 for a team, and what is very unlikely to happen. Because when you got Hoxer, who's just taking the freebies, his Space Station, they're never coming back down to Earth. Look at this, Hoxer, little shuffle step. AJ, too late, bro. Space Station have answered the call every single time Optic have challenged them. Now all the chips on the table for Optic, no more lives left.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, Jorby, the statistics don't look good for Optic Gaming taking a timeout after going down 0-3, and it continues down that same path. It's 2-49 for teams winning that game.
Wait a minute.
That's just below 4%.
Dead.
And now
And there's a lot of times in Rocket League where getting full chassis works out for your team. But AJ was the last guy back, and the ball skirts out right to the middle of the field. Here's another try. He sends it up to Reynolds.
Oh.
Finally, Optic knock on the door and break it open.
there we go. We get a sign of life out of all three players on the blue side. Reynolds, it's one shot to the top corner. Maybe the
For
goal.
an extended period of time, you feel like you almost need to dodge into that ball. The demo's happening elsewhere. Well, LJ almost put it in the net. Magic Bear, that's a decent pop. Reynolds opens some space. Magic, control. Magic Bear, goal!
Space opened up for the Bear, and he's here to absolutely demolish the defensive side. All those touches to himself, perfectly gliding over
Diving on
the
defense
defense.
is not it. They need to get downfield. AJ just dumps it off. Now they're on the wall. Reynolds wins the touch, but is it enough? Can he actually get this ball out to Magic Bear? The pinch out. AJ
out
in
in
the
the
air.
middle.
Bounce up.
Oh.
If you can't beat him, delete him. Tie game.
I think everybody's gonna man the Bumblebee after this one. The shot on target, the demo out of here for Magic Bear.
Inertia take him back down. 11 boost. Smart. Again, dodge economy from AJ, trying to keep control of the ball. But still, Space Station, they have control of the thirds. LJ, control of the ball! LJ, control of the green wall! Space Station have taken flight through the atmosphere to top 3!
How many times are we gonna realize that you can't give LJ that kind of space? You can't give him the backboard opportunities because he is going to bury you into the lower bracket. Optic Gaming fall all the way down, and now they head up against FaZe Clan.
Gen G has just enough time to get set on defense.
Oh, and there was a side flip there from Atomic, which left him vulnerable, but Chronic was all the way back. And now a long-range shot. Is it going in? It's off the post and in. Chicago will end it. Game 1 victory for G2.
Another missed touch there. Apparently, Jack, he's third man back, and I went to his camera, and
Now
I think
G2 back on the attack. JNaps will let that bounce. You can see him take that space on the back wall and just decide to let it bounce. And now we see Nolly going for the demo. The demo lands, and Chronic will finish the play off.
that's the idea. G2 kind of wanted something similar to this. The little stutter step with Chronic to let the player get in front of the ball, and then it's all about the...
And that, just like that, despite G2 tying it up, Gen G score on the kickoff. Might do it again. There's a bump
they
for
will.
Nolly. Nolly trying to get a back
why?
pass, but he falls. The demo in the back pass was unexpected there. It finally goes in. A wild play on G2's goal line.
You can see everybody on G2 in that replay, full speed back to the net trying to save it after they see that touch
Field
from
there, and he
Nolly.
was so physical, and his bump plays really made a big difference.
In game 3, actually also quite impressed with Chronic on the defensive side. Oh, but not this time. G2 cut him up.
Oh yeah, J-Naps. What a tank. Getting
pass.
I mean, he's 50ing, he's felt.
I think you raised a good point there. It is kind of one of those interesting series because, you know, there's always kind of been that thought process through the Rocket League ethos of, oh, what a beautiful pass. Forget it. Who cares about the Rocket League ethos?
I mean, look at the pass right here. Atomic uses the underside of his car to control the pace of the
Apparently
pass.
Jack's trying to be the guy to do it.
We'll see if he can. Chronic also does have a good history against G2. He and him score more than one winner, and he does it again.
He does it again here, but not without a little help from Nolly. Apparently Jack pulls off, and ooh, J-Naps is going to be so sad he didn't even get a piece of that ball.
Jack trying to kickstart the attack again. Full boost for Chronic for this play. Flip reset. We'll have enough boost to go back to it, but see Atomic quickly jumping to it to get it out. Chicago. The touch to Atomic, and Atomic scores it! The passing from G2 proves to be the difference maker.
Seems like a good idea to let that ball go in the midfield, but it's not if you don't win the next time. The start of game 4.
And will G2 actually be able to do this? They have not been able to reach the heights that they had last year. Oh my gosh! Chicago raining an airstrike down from the heavens.
Oh, reach the heights. James, that's from the ceiling. That's as high as it goes.
Just hit this halfway point, so time still for G2. But Gen G has been looking like the superior team. Nice save there from J-Naps. Passing from Atomic in Chicago yet again. It pans out. Atomic didn't even need to hit it this time, though. Just the threat of him was enough.
Exactly. It's really Chronic. He knows he's about to be in trouble, so he wants to get as far forward. Big commit from apparently Jack. Should be a strong clear here. Thrown back into the middle just to buy time, and Chronic just able to get there and slow down that G2 push.
Apparently Jack wadding it top corner. And Gen G putting an exclamation point at the end of this game.
Yeah, this is pretty much what Gen G's been going for all time, or all series, I should cover it up. Again, that's that structure from G2. They know that Gen G likes to go for that extra pass, just try and draw people out, so they've always got that one person in reserve.
Well, now Atomic! He puts G2 on his shoulders with this play.
Huge steal. Oh, so much pace as well. Took a great skip
going low for the 50 rebound out in the middle, and no one was there for Gen G. That was a nice rebound ball. If somebody's there in the middle where you expected them, that might have been a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, they all.
And that one missed! Atomic! Who needs teammates when you're Atomic?
You cannot miss this clear off the backboard. I know it's hard, but that's what happens if you
Holding
do.
on so far, final 10 seconds. And Gen G, it looks like they add to the statistic. 0-18 in those situations when you call a timeout. Gen G are taken down, sent home, and G2 will stay alive, as do their chances for a trip to Boston Achieves. That was quite the performance from G2, and in particular, Atomic.
A chance to break out, but Mist will have this back over to First Killer. Everybody recovers. That wasn't the best ball out of First Killer, but that got away from AJ. Magic Bear can't jump for it. Didn't have the angle. And it's a comedy of errors on either side that finally results in First Killer breaking the scoreless deadlock.
First from, I think, a little awkward. FaZe gets space. Look at this. Beautiful pass. Finding First Killer in that we're past that time. If Fury can overcome 06 and best of 7, Optic can overcome things here, but they have to prove it within themselves. One of the biggest things, though, stop is typical. Great flip reset, and it'll go in. Sip strikes first for FaZe.
That gives everybody a goal now for FaZe Clan in this series.
Went through the game. AJ
could-
running interference. Reddles off the corner. Mist was up so early for that. No chance anybody getting a 50 on that play. Instead, 50 in the midfield. Magic got the flick. AJ will secure it. An optic strike when FaZe are weakest.
That's a great pick from Magic Bear. Realized he's got the opportunity. Almost put it in himself.
Momentum
there,
moving forward. 40 seconds left in game 3. You lose this, you go on match point in a lower bracket round against FaZe Clan. Almost impossible to come back from, but AJ keeps it going.
Third one for AJ. He's got them all in the series. What a setup from Magic to center. Can't do it himself, so he'll pass it over to Mist. FaZe Clan being very patient, even though the momentum seems to be against them.
And Optic are trying to make things work.
My
That's a big
goodness.
demo! Mist ends it in OT! Blows up the defense, gets the pass from Sip, and scores the open net.
First killer knocked up to the ceiling, but couldn't get back onto it quickly, like Garrett G. So now Sipical will try. He got through Magic Bear, but AJ unfazed by it. Now a numbers advantage. Mist has to get around Reynolds. He can't, and AJ scores.
They're really using that lead block. Now Optic in front. Reynolds in front leading the charge here, and like you said, gave AJ the space. Flick came through. Yeah, a lot of space there, but couldn't necessarily get there in time. Now, he'll try to get some demos upfield, which is actually creating some space. He actually got a piece of typical, who's awkward. Magic with the fake, and Magic with the goal! Optic up by 2, and they are on a run here.
Make it 3 goals now with 3 assists from Magic Bear. He had the 3 assists.
Now they're trying to see if they can perform the reverse sweep. FaZe Clan still fighting tooth and nail, but they took a hit that caused them to take pause. AJ not taking pause though. He's taking it all the way to the net. Optic with the first goal in game 6.
Poor Sipical never had a chance here. He realized as soon as AJ got liftoff that he was beat. Seems like every time Reynolds has got a steal deep in FaZe territory, he hadn't been able to do anything with it, but at least this time he took first with him. Magic Bear circling around. Now Reynolds got a demo on Sipical. This is still dangerously close, and Reynolds gets on the board.
What is going on the side of FaZe? There's a breakdown here. Look at Typical and First Killer. No one knows who's going for the ball. First Killer tried to go for the boost. Reynolds said, I'm taking out.
Still not back. First Killer barely saved it.
Gotta be careful. FaZe can hit him with a counter here. Here's Mist, who tried to wrap it around AJ. It's a good 50 and even a better follow-up from Reynolds to slow things down. He's trying to get a flip reset. He bumps it! What? Reynolds! I cannot believe it. Look at this control. Got the light touch, activated the flip. See you, Sip. This one's
too early. You know, FaZe Clan's gonna get their look here, Daz, but at least if you can delay it, you give them a lot less time to capitalize.
Right. Play it out. Sip with the shot. Sip with the goal. FaZe with life here. 33 seconds left. They can definitely tie this one up. Stacks, that one gets through.
Exactly what you warned against, Daz. It's a game again, and it's First Killer up the wall. Oh, barely slowed down by Magic Bears. Sipical almost tied it. Somebody's gonna get in the air. They don't. Sipical ties it. Oh, what a comeback!
AJ hands in his head. What is going on with the ball? Bounces up on the goal line. He can't get a touch. Sip gets away from this. Not the best first touch there. And now FaZe will have possession once again.
It looked like maybe if they'd bumped Sipical, it was a wide open net.
They bumped each other.
Now nobody's back. Magic Bear, cherry picker, and we're going to game 7.
2 minutes in overtime. They get the redirect. FaZe just had too many
give
people.
his team time to get back, but now they can start downfield again. And it's Reynolds with Magic Bear running forward. Nothing doing just yet, though, with Mist with the initial stop. Magic Bear thought about it. Now he's got to try and recover with First Killer having a dead device, and he picked him apart.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and that's a big-time play. Calling off Sip. I got it. Flip reset pass to just under the cross.
Napping giant has awoken. And now it's Magic Bear. He'll try his luck against First Killer. Not happening. Follow-up corralled by Reynolds. Good first and second. To set up AJ. Back and forth like a heavyweight fight.
Just get one hit. Optic take it back the other way. Good control from Reynolds. Miss. See you later. AJ.
One will play it out
open.
anyways. AJ racing downfield. First killer got the boost, but he got demolished. Here's Magic Bear for the lead. No, he sailed it high.
So close too. Magic was bearing down on that ball. Ball of freedom. Magic, the bear! He's got it! Optic in the lead!
There's no shot this happened. They ran into each other again, and they keep getting away with it because it goes to Magic Bear. Just as entertaining as watching this, just to peel back the curtain for a moment, we can see the reactions of all the others waiting to go on the desk, and they're just beside themselves, as are FaZe, as AJ and Optic have turned this on its head.
Back-to-back goals, more bumps on the goal
Brief
line.
moment, but AJ got a piece of him. Down to 23 seconds. And now first killer given all the time in the world again. Now Reynolds will close out. AJ ahead. Can Miss catch up? No, he can't. And the lead is back to 2.
Back to 2 with 15 seconds left. You can see the smiles on Optic's face. This goal man just booked their trip to Boston. AJ together. It does not look good there on the side of FaZe. Hands in the head. Kickoff goes towards them as time ticks down.
Oh, it's just wide and wide open again. Sypical refuses to die.
Goal after goal after goal here. We've got 7 this game. We've got 7 seconds left. And
8 goals for Sypical. Gonna need a 9th. But it goes off of Sypical. It stays in Optic territory. All hands on deck defensively for OG. It's Sypical over towards first killer. Was not too strong. Reynolds will spike it. And Optic Gaming completes the 3rd North American reverse sweep.
congrats on Optic. We'll see you at the Spring Major. That is celebration there. They pull off an incredible feat. Down 3-0 against FaZe Clan. They show up, call a timeout, and then they just take it game by game. Even in game 6, things looked a little dicey. Even in game 7, things looked a little dicey, but they never gave up.
It got a little bit lost in all of that, but many like ramifications of this win. Furia has clinched a spot at the major. We have locked in Space Station, Complexity, Optic, and Furia at this point. I believe we have G2, Genji, and FaZe still on the outside looking in. If G2 makes the run, they can eliminate both Genji and FaZe. Otherwise, Gibbs, I believe we've got a tiebreaker happening at the end of today, and at the end of day tomorrow.
Yes.